welcome back to my channel. And I was thinking about doing another segment, but I was like, no, I'm going to come with this one because, like I said, certain things move me and my spirit moved me to what I want to talk about today, because I think that it's a topic that a lot of us need to hear. And I just felt in my heart that it was something that I felt a lot of women especially really truly need to hear. So, I want to talk about early signs of an abusive relationship. So, and what red flags to look for, because if you miss those red flags, you don't want to miss those red flags. It's a lot of red flags, believe you me. But I'm not going to tap on all of them, so I'm just going to tap on 7, because 7 is a lucky number, and I always like to go with 7. So, signs that you're dealing with an abuser. So I have my notes here, so you guys just bear with me. So, YouTubers, and welcome to my channel. Like I said, I'm your girl, Lady T. And also, I think I'm going to change the name of this channel to something else, because even though it's a vlogging channel, I want to do that separately. So I think I'm going to do an advice channel. I think that'll be the appropriate channel to call it. So red flags that you're with an abuser. We've all been there, did that one. Abuser, don't even get into a relationship with one. Avoid that altogether, completely, totally. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Abusers are master manipulators. They have a way of they have a very condescending nature to themselves, and they will deceive you. They will come in with this costume on, and it's not really them, and before you know it, you walk in the room one day and boom, bam, the costume is off and you looking at the real person. So they'll come with that smooth stuff, and they so cool, and you so cool, and you so sweet, and you this and you that, and then next thing you know, bam, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or Miss Hyde and Dr. and Miss Jekyll, whatever the hell you want to call it. But those are just the things that the abuser is capable of doing. They search and they look for their prey. Once they get you in that web, you're going to try to fight like hell to get out of it. Some of us don't, and some of us do, but you got to fight like hell to try to get out that web. So if you see someone and you meet someone and you feel this little instinct or whatever, don't get into it. Cut that off quick, sis, And I'm really talking to both sides. I'm not only talking to the male, I'm talking about the female as well, both female and male. Because males can go, they've been in abusive relationships as well. So really, I'm talking to both sides. But mainly, I'm talking to women because, lately, that's all you see in the news lately is women who have been in abusive relationships, domestic violence. And these men that are, they taking these women out of here, And I've been seeing a lot of that lately. So I think when I woke up this morning, it was in my heart to come on here and do this channel today. And that's basically what I want to talk about. So moving on. So now that we got that one out the way, let's move on to these signs. Okay. The sign number 1, I'm going to call this love under new management sign. Now that's the first red flag. So, basically with this one, you know, in the beginning, they come in and they start, bam, changing your opinions and your values. Oh, they'll do that real quick. You know, your value and your opinions basically don't really mean anything at this point. They're going to come in and whoop, whoop, change that real quick. That's out the door. You don't have no opinions and values at this point, at least not to them, you know, as far as their standpoint on it. And, you know, they'll tell you, oh, you know, maybe you're working too much. You know, you need to stop working so hard. You know, stay home more. You know, with that bullshit, you know, excuse my language, you know. So basically just, you know, your values, your opinions. Now it comes in with, oh, you working too much. You need to spend more time at home. I don't see you as much. This, that, and so forth and all this other stuff. So they'll come with that one real quick. Red flag number 2, isolation. Okay, now let's get up into some shit on this one here. Okay, now we have this red flag, and at this level, they'll start to pull away from your loved ones, and they want you to do the same at this point. Basically, they starting to move in for the kill. So now they're pulling you away from your friends and your family, and you know, if they've gotten close to someone in your family, they'll start to pull away from that person too. And they want you to basically do the same thing, because they don't want you to, you know, really communicate with no one, because they want you all to themselves. So that's red flag number 2. I'm sorry, that's red flag number 2. Okay. So texting, they want you all for themselves, right? But texting and demand them, like if they text you, they want you to call them back immediately. Like it shouldn't be no break in there. You shouldn't have time for yourself. You shouldn't have time to get back to them. I don't care if you're sitting on the toilet using it. You have to immediately text them back. Okay? If not, they're going to get so upset about it if you don't comply with what they want, with their demands. Okay? They'll say that you're cheating when really it's them. That's another thing with that shit. They'll say that, oh, you must be cheating on me. Oh, who is that? Who, you know, all that old type of mess, you know. So they'll go in with that. They'll have a way to start that crap off early. Who was he? I saw you talking to that person. Who was that on the phone? Wanted to know who you texting. All that old type of mess. They good at that. So please believe. Okay. Now, number 3. Owning you. Okay. Now, they don't see you as a person anymore. On this red flag, they don't see you as a person anymore. You're not human. You're not a person. Okay? You have to understand in their mind, right about now at this level, you are a possession. You're not human anymore. You know. They only see you as such. You know. They'll start with this madness from, you know, they'll claim you quick, you know. Oh, you my woman. Oh, you know, you're all mine. You know, you mine. You know, been there, did that shit before too. Oh, you mine. You know, and it's the may seem like it's a little flattering. You know, oh, you know he. You know, okay, that means he want to get in deep. You know, we going somewhere with this. You know, in your mind, that's what you're thinking. But at the end of the day, it's all horns and light. It's bull crap. Because at this point, they don't see you as human. They only see you as a possession. Okay? They want to take control of you. So, you know, believe me, sis, even though it may be flattering, run like hell. Run like hell when I tell you at this level. Number 4. I can't think if I'm on number 4 or number 3 or 4. Okay. So disrespecting others. They quick to do that crap too. Making derogatory comments about others and telling you that, you know, their past relationships, the person did this to them. Oh, they screwed up the relationship because they was a bitch, or they was a jerk, or they did this to them, they did that. They'll talk about the other person real bad. Like, you know, they'll just lay all that out on the line like they did nothing wrong. It was all the other person's fault that their last relationship didn't work. So that's another red flag. Sometimes they may have a tendency to touch you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, or pinch you, or shove you, or something of that nature. You know, they'll start off slowly with like a little shove or something like that. Some of them can get down and dirty by just slapping you or hitting you, you know, right off from the bat. But then some of them like to, you know, ease it on you, you know. And yeah, that's a major red flag that you should keep in mind, sis. You know, that ownership and that isolation type bull crap, you know, and disrespecting others just to appease themselves, you know, make themselves look good, but really they're the culprit. You know, so if they do this, if they do it, it's only a matter of time before they do it to you. You know, if they're talking about the last relationship's bad and they talking about everybody else is the enemy, this and any other, when you turn around, they probably doing the same thing to you. So you have to keep that in mind. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is, you know, expecting more from you than what they do themselves. Okay, they have the audacity, you know, to have some double standards. Okay, have some double standards. They will look down on others for the same bullshit that they do. So if they have, if they know somebody, oh, you know, they doing such and such and such, but then they turn around doing the same stuff. They doing the same bullshit. And you sitting there like, wait a minute. Now, I know his ass ain't talking because he do the same fucking shit. Okay. But yeah, they good at that too, sis. Or they'll get on you about buying something. You may want to go out and buy you something cute or buy you something, and then they'll turn around and go out and do the same thing, but they do it 3 times. They buy something more expensive than what you got. And you like, wait a minute, hold up. All I did was buy a watch. This fool went out and bought a whole new brand new car. Okay, I don't see the logic in that, but okay. So they'll run that shit on you too. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something really quick, so I had to stop the video for a minute. So now I'm back where I left off. So basically I left off at expecting more from you than they do themselves. Than they do themselves. That double standard type mess, okay? So like I said, they'll go out and buy a whole car, and all you did was go probably get you a little ring that you like. And then they'll say that you spending too much money. So you become, you know, the victim in all this, which you the victim anyway in their minds. But, yeah, that's another red flag, that double standard behavior. So now, last but not least, blaming everyone else. You know, they'll blame everyone else for the bullshit that they do, you know, for the crap that they doing. They'll blame everybody else and don't blame themselves. They quick to point the finger, you know. But like I said, only time that they're pointing the finger onward this way is when they are using that to benefit themselves, to manipulate you. So keep that in mind. They'll start fights with you, you know. When you come home or before you leave, they trying to start mess with you. You know, they begin to pull away from family and friends. I'm sorry, excuse me. Now you begin to pull away from your own family and friends, just to appease they bullshit. So which means that, by them causing all this turmoil and chaos and drama in the relationship and this abusive behavior, you tend to not go to your mom's house as much or go visit your sister or your brother as much, because they already know with they bullshit and all they carrying on, you don't want your family to get wind at the bull crap that he doing, right? Or she doing, because your family is probably about that life, and that uncle or that brother or your daddy or somebody or your sister getting that ass, so that's what that's about. You already know your family is about that life, right? So if they tripping, your family gonna come for that ass, right? So that's what I mean when I say that you will begin to pull away from your own family or friends just to appease him, so he won't get the shit kicked up out of his ass, right? Because you try to save him, right? Okay. So now I want to say this much. The abuser also will plant seeds in your mind. They will plant seeds of doubt in your mind, making you think that you tripping, about your own family, or they got this sneaky way about themselves going to your family and saying to your family that you're saying some slick, crazy stuff about them to try to get them to turn against you. So yeah, they'll do that too. They real messy. So keep in mind that they're very strategic at pulling away or pulling you away from your family and pulling you away from your support system. So that's the end of that. I just wanted to come and let you guys know what the deal is. I hope I done brushed on a lot of it, because I'm sort of spacey all over with this stuff today, because I really didn't, like I said, put it together like I want to. I have these notes here, so you guys have to bear with me. But I'm trying to get the message through. And I hope that I was able to get the message through, because, like I said, it was in my heart. And I believe someone out there needed to hear this. Because, like I said, we have a lot of brothers and sisters out here in this world who are dealing and struggling with abusive people in their lives. So, hopefully, it helped, so just don't fall for it. Like I said in the beginning, if you talking with someone, and even if you see one of these signs, get the hell out. Run like hell. Cut it off. Don't go no further. And all I can say on that note is try to give yourself time to really know who this person is. Don't rush into anything. And like I said, in one of these red flags, they quick to start claiming quick. So that's a huge red flag right there. So just give yourself time. If you are going to be, initiating a relationship with someone, just give yourself time to know who that person is. Don't, rush into anything too quick. Don't do that, because this time and age that we're living in, it's a lot going on, and it's a lot of people out there that's losing them lives from getting involved with these rattlesnakes. So just be mindful and be careful. It's all about love and respect. If they can't respect you, if they can't respect your boundaries, just leave the shit alone. Don't go no further. So that's my advice for you guys today. Hopefully it helps someone. and motivated someone to, you know, seek help. In my description below, I will leave the number to the domestic violence hotline. And hopefully, you know, that will be a resource for someone to try to get help. So until next time, thank you guys for coming and tuning in to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and share it. And until next time, bye.